Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of HorrorHands, and for this video I'm going to be talking about Edge of the Axe. So this is one of Arrow's latest releases. I've seen a lot of people picking this one up and I've heard some really good things about it, and I'm happy to add to those good things. I thought it was a really good film and a very well made slasher movie. So the story of this in one sense is pretty simple. It's a mass killer going round picking off the inhabitants of this town. But there is a bit more to the story to it. It kind of develops over the course of the film and leads to a big revelation at the end, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But it does have a great story to it. I thought the killer in this film was really cool. They wear a white mask and a black trench coat, and their weapon of choice is obviously an axe. They have quite a simple look, but I did think they were really cool in this movie. The kills in one sense are pretty good because the killer comes at the victims with an axe and he sort of hits them repeatedly with an axe, but the camera doesn't cut away. So you just sort of see people bludgeoned in without any cutaways, which is pretty good. I don't see that very often. Usually they cut away on impact, but this movie they don't. The only downside is there's not much blood and guts in it. There's a bit of blood in some of the scenes, and a woman gets her finger lopped off, which is done really well, but it's very light on the blood and guts, although that didn't take away the enjoyment of the film for me. The characters in the film are good, the acting's not bad, and even the scenes in between the stalking and slashing where characters are just talking to each other, I didn't find it boring or hard to get through. And actually most of the conversations that they have are relevant to what's going on in the film, so credit to the film for not just being all filler in between the stalking and slashing. And you're never too far away from either a kill or like some tension build up or the killer stalking somebody. So it was a very well made film in that respect. So overall, one that I really enjoyed. I do recommend this one. It's one of those movies that's been rescued from the depths of obscurity. And I have quite a few films that are sort of described as that, but when you watch them, they're actually not that good, and you can see why people haven't talked about them for many years. But Edge of the Axe, I think, is a film that it doesn't deserve to be hidden in obscurity. It's a really good film. It's very well made, and if you're a slasher fan in particular, I think you're going to love this one. It's a great example of 80s slasher horror, and I was very entertained by it. So if you've seen this one, let me know what you think. Are you planning on picking this one up? It's a really nice release again from Arrow, so again, highly recommended. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.